Brethren, the story of a great recovery. Part 1, England and Wales. Chapter 25. St. Albans. The formation of an assembly at St. Albans, Hertfordshire, had its beginning in the winter of 1864 following a visit to that town by Howard Johnston. My wife and I came to St. Albans to seek for lodgings and an open door for the gospel. We were guided to suitable apartments, where we were comfortably cared for. Thus wrote Mr. Johnston respecting the beginning of his labors for Christ in that town and surrounding country, which, during the 3 years which followed, were greatly blessed in the conversion of men and women and the upbuilding of the Lord's children. He called on a friend who owned a large iron room which was capable of accommodating upwards of 1,000 persons, the use of which was readily granted for the preaching of the gospel. Sunday afternoon services had been held there previously, but few, with a heart for the gospel, could be found to proclaim the unsearchable riches of Christ, so that the hand of the Lord was fully acknowledged in leading Howard Johnston to St. Albans just then. The work continued happily until, through clerical opposition and the subtle energies of other enemy forces, the iron room, which had been the birthplace of many souls, was closed against those who sought to uphold the truths of Scripture with an open Bible and to spread the gospel. But the Lord did not forsake his faithful people, and suitable premises were found, so that on the following Lord's Day the usual meetings, the breaking of bread and Bible class, besides 2 gospel meetings, were held, the latter in the new Corn Exchange, which place was well filled both afternoon and evening. Early in the spring of 1865 a tent was pitched, which had soon to be substituted by a larger one. The site chosen was in Lattimore Road, and many fruitful meetings were held. Before the year closed, a hall was built in the field where the tent had been pitched, the first meeting being held on the last day of the same year, when the Lord honored the occasion in the conversion of a soul. And thus the testimony begun over 70 years ago continues to the present time, with an unswerving loyalty to the gospel and faithfulness in carrying out the principles of New Testament truths revealed in the Scriptures.